welcome to Windy Videos and another run session on my 27-year-old attic layout. Now, when I designed the layout, I was very careful to design a tunnel at each end of the layout. I knew that would add a lot of interest and would also give the illusion that the train was not going around in a circle. And I spent a lot of time doing things on the tunneling of this that most people wouldn't even notice. Now, the tunnel, this is a picture, I put a flashlight in there so you could see that inside the tunnel, the walls are lined with the same material that's on the outside, and it all matches. And I molded virtually all of this. I bought one part of the resin and made a rubber mold. And if you've watched the video that I made of building a layout, there's actually 4 of them, I went into detail about molding all this stuff up. Well, I have the whole inside of the tunnel is ballasted. The tracks are airbrushed, and most people don't see it unless you take a flashlight, or sometime when a train is coming around with like here, with 2 headlights on, you can see it. It's a very small detail, but I think it's worth it. Now, one of the features of the layout that evolved over many, many years, it doesn't appear in the original article in Classic Toy Trains, is the passenger station. The pillars in front of the station are made from parts that you buy for a wedding cake. I thought that worked out pretty nice. I wanted to have a parking lot. I wanted to be able to park 2 passenger trains and be able to shuffle them around, just like the action that would happen at a real passenger station. In the end, it turned out to be a great little enjoyable part of the layout. And no matter what I do in the back, I can never underestimate how much fun it is to run the passenger trains at night. And you see all the people in there. There's over 100 hand-painted people in the passenger train. guess it's common, and I've done it on other layouts, but I have dedicated some of the buildings and some of the features of the layout to friends. This was my late business partner, Joe Cassie, formerly known as Joe K's Machine Shop, and the chimney. K&W Industries was kind of a spoof of the business I owned that made model airplane supplies for many years, sold them. And Mike Kajeski, I named a coal loader, unloader, with kind of fashioned after a Lionel one, but made out of wood. And a lot of the little details, the intimate details, you don't really see in pictures, but when you're at the layout where it's brightly lit and when the full lighting and you start taking pictures, you see a lot of little details. Now, another small detail people that visit the layout notice right away. The roads are made level with the top of the tracks. I did a lot of it with balsa wood, a lot of it with plaster around the edges. They're not just painted onto a flat piece of plywood. They're three-dimensional, they're airbrushed in, and the cars, one of the things I love to do is collect the cars. Every time I go to a train show, I get more of them. And I have a big collection. And the passenger station, the same thing. I wanted the platforms, I wanted everything to be as realistic as I possibly could make it. And I thought at the time, boy, this has taken a lot of time, a lot of effort. And in the end, when it was done, I was so glad I did it. One of the unique features that Carlos Serra engineered up for this, using a VCR motor to make the action on my control line flying field. That was one of the things I really just wanted to have in the layout. I spent a lot of time detailing out the loading dock so that that's one of the focal points of the layout. Right? That is a chimney, by the way, and if you've not seen any previous videos, that whole building, the chimney to the house, is inside the building. And if you have some trains that need upgrading or repairing, there's only one place to go, the Train Doctor. They buy, sell, and repair trains, and they're great to do business with. I've done business with them many years. And thank you so much to Roger Karp and the crew at Classic Toy Trains for featuring our layout in the magazine when it was relatively new. We've changed it a bit since then. Now, if you're new to our channel, we have over 3,000 videos. You can sort out all of the O-gauge ones very conveniently by using the playlist feature on the main YouTube screen. That will allow you to get to all of the O-gauge videos very, very conveniently. And there are many of them, including building the layout, showing how we do some of our videography. I've done videoing since 1987. And maybe some tips on building a layout that you can use. So I hope you did enjoy the video, and if you did, please take a second or two and hit the like button. And one and all, thank you so much for supporting the channel. We appreciate your support, and one and all, thank you so much for watching.